All right, let's do it. There we go. Back to Minecraft. So whenever it loads, there we go. All right. What was that? All right. We need a new house. There we go. Shift right click for the backpack. Oh, and I think it's night. Oh, why am I now able to sleep without having to sneak and without taking off the backpack? That suddenly started working. What's different? Don't know. Alright. We must be full on everything. Yeah, well, cobblestone anyway. Oops. Alright. Oh no, can't. Alright, this is why I can't use the backpack like that. Let's compressify some of the cobble. Get out of the way. Now look at what we're doing today. Let's see. Let's look at the plan. What is the plan? Good enough. Well, things don't look too different from the last time around. Probably the let's see, what did I do between streams? There are some things I did between streams. The first, oh, this is full. The first thing I did was I tore down the iron generation, because I learned something new that you can do if you have quadruple compressed andesite. You can have a cobblestone generator that generates compressed andesite. Was half of what I learned. And the other half of what I learned is that the compressed andesite. Let's see here. Our compressed andesite. Obviously, you can unpack. But we can't in an automated manner until we go to the moon to get the mechanical crafters. But once we do that, or even just manually uncompressing the compressed andesite into 9 andesite, the other part of what I learned is that you can take andesite and you can mill it or grind it into cobblestone. So effectively, this mechanism goes from something that could like generate one cobblestone or one stone of some kind, we use like bedrock or whatever, into something that can generate 9 at a time. And I think that's really good for some of the things that I've been looking at in terms of further in the game. We're gonna need a lot of resources, and like we can take our cobblestone generator that we built over in our quarry area over here and make it 9 times more productive by putting quadruple compressed andesite underneath it. So that's one thing that I did, was make this conversion. 64 triple. Let's see, a little bit more, and then we can make more quadruple compressed. Store some of this double and triple there. Yeah, let me just So yeah, this has been busy. Since this is in the spawn chunks, this just runs continuously without me having to force load it. That was something else that I dealt with between streams, was the tree farm. I went over there and I was like, why is it not planting saplings? And I thought maybe, well, it's unloading saplings and it just doesn't get enough in between trips, going around on the rails, the contraption. But no, something that was noted in the release notes for Create 0.5.1, which just came out, was they fixed an issue that I feel like I wasn't aware of, which is that deployers weren't deploying inside of claimed chunks, even if you're the one who put down the deployer. And so that, I think, is why that was not working. So I unclaimed the chunks over by the tree farm, so they're not force loaded, which means that it's not running when I'm not over there, but at least it can plant saplings again. So I dealt with that. I think maybe there's some, like, more compressed. Oh. Maybe, because, so, worth noting in this pack, you can compress to a ridiculous amount, right? So you can go to triple, and then to quadruple, and quintuple, and all the way to this amount, which is 43 million blocks. And I guess if you didn't pull the items out and you just left them in the basin, and there's no recipe filter, I would guess that over time it would just compact more and more. So I guess you don't even really need storage for this. It'll just keep on compressing it, right? I guess there's probably, maybe, would that work? Or would it get to the point where it's just like full of stuff? And I mean, clearly it hasn't gotten like that yet, because we haven't pulled anything out, and it's still bringing things in and compacting. I wonder if you could just, like, not have any storage and just let the basin compress and compress and compress. And then I wouldn't have to be here, manually compressing things. Oh, something wrong here. Something, triple. There we go. Double. Let's see. We can do that. Triple. We can make some quadruple. We're getting a lot. I guess it doesn't tell you numbers for, like, the quadruple, but if you were to look at quintuple, no. Okay, it's only when you're looking at the octuple that tells you the total number of blocks that represents. 43 million. Alright, so if I empty this, so we have 5 quintuple compressed andesite there, 3 quadruple, 7 triple, 7 compressed. So that's quite something. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That probably means wow. Wait a minute. So, what does this actually look like if I compress this all the way? Oh, I unlocked a recipe. And maybe that's the first time I've manually crafted that. Oh, so now we can go to the next one. Just to say we've done it. And so what else did I do between streams? If you saw briefly when I had the map open, I did flatten out an area over here where I think I'm going to put some train track stuff, some kind of roundabout. I'll probably move this line somehow to come up to it. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work. Maybe tear out this part and have it go this way. Because I want to do like a train roundabout sort of thing for keeping some options for more builds and more trains going. And my intent here is probably the starter farm is kind of lived out its purpose. The other thing I did between streams, which now that I'm saying this all out, it's a number of things, right? But one of the other things was I went over to the farm and I was able to do some harvesting and get the last of the things we needed to complete all of these quests. And the melons. So I think maybe a thing we could do, something I want to do real soon, is finish the quests in this first chapter. We already got the green thing for chapter 1, but I'd like to also get it for 0.5 before really finishing off chapter 2. And then we have the plan. So the plan coming into the stream today is going to be, one, at some point checking the lava generator, because I think that we've finally done it, and we'll complete this quest over here on the right. Set up that rail roundabout, which should be pretty easy to do. It's mostly rail. We have lots of rails, and then I think we'll need some signals and stuff, whatever's in the schematic for that. And then, whatever was next. Figure out where we're going to put the copper, tin, and bronze refinery. So, the last couple of streams, we've been working towards getting more clay automation. And I have been doing some investigating in a creative world as well, because I think long-term what we've set up is not going to be enough. But there's some things we can definitely do going forward to increase our clay production to be able to supply our needs of copper and tin and bronze. So figuring out where that's going to go exactly will be good. And then I have a design for a little building. It was actually a build for something else that we're not going to do today, but we can use that same design. I think will be large enough to put a basic, like, what do we need for copper and tin and bronze, right? So some casting basins and some tanks and melters and some basins and mechanical mixers, basically, to do up those processes. So we'll build the shell for that, and I don't know if we'll get to actually. We could probably get like some stuff producing, like if we like manually supply it, and then we need, at least for the copper, we need lava as well. So on the assumption that we're going to be able to get infinite lava today, we should set up a way to easily access that lava on the surface without having to go all the way down to where the hose pulley currently is. So that's a lot of stuff. We'll see. We may do some other stuff in between these things, depending on how things go. But that's kind of the overview of what I'm hoping to do in the stream. Let's see. A couple other things. I made some more food. I made some kelp roll slices. I realized we have this nice bulk processing build, and I've been kind of like slacking on it, because what I could have been doing is having these crude storage units to supply the depots to feed items in and process them. So now we have a bunch of bricks that we're going to need for some of the builds, and we're producing lots of dried kelp. Looks like we're going to full up there. How's our... And I've just been manually pulling that out so we can... We're up to about 1,000 dried kelp blocks. We're going to need to automate that at some point. I know for the process for making copper and tin, we're going to need a fuel source for the melter to do the processing. And in order to do that, probably dried kelp blocks are probably the best fuel source in terms of being able to... It's a good fuel source that... Here, let's look at one of these really quick. It's like when you put them in... There you go. burn time 20 items, compared with coal or charcoal, which is 8. And it's really easy to uh, farm kelp. Like this produces a lot, and if we just made it a little bit wider, we could produce a lot more, and fairly easy to bulk smoke and pack at our current level of technology. So we can definitely automate that as a fuel supply for our thing that we are working on today, which is well, part of it anyway, the refinery, let's call it. So that was a lot. So yeah, I made some food. I was looking at this and like, okay, so that gives 6 haunches for the kelp roll, which is just, I've been making, we've been growing rice over there and been cooking it and just eating that until we run out. And we have lots of dried kelp from the thing I was just showing. So, and we have a bunch of carrots as well. So I made a bunch of kelp rolls, a few kelp rolls. I kind of ran out of already pre-cooked rice. I don't know what this comfort effect does, but we don't get that on the kelp roll, unfortunately. But then when I was looking at this, I was like, okay, well, you can take 1 and you can slice it into 3, but the 3 gives you 3 haunches and 3 saturation. And this only gives you 6 and is that 7.5? So you go from 1 to 3 and you get more out of it by having the slices. So thus we ended up with 54 slices from that preparation. Yeah, so there's the area that I cleared out over here. We'll get to that probably pretty soon. Let's see. What do I want to do first? I also changed, I think I know that in past streams I had these like numbered out, but I don't necessarily want to always go in a specific order on these. That these are not necessarily, oh, we have to do this and this and this and this and this. So what do I want to do here? I might want to do this sooner. And maybe actually something that I mentioned earlier to do of finishing up the quests here might be good to do. That's something we can do right now and just get out of the way. I think we should have all the stuff to make all the rest of these, right? I don't know about the TNT. Did we pick up TNT somewhere? We can do some crafting things to knock out these quests. Get another chapter marked as done. It's always nice to do. You make some more kegs. I have a build actually that uses a bunch of kegs that we'll want to do at some point anyway. Okay, did that. I need to make this other book. Let's do this. What do I have bookmarked right now? Okay, let's get rid of some of these things. At some point we'll do the Discord link, display board and link. But not a really need right now, other than maybe putting a display on the storage where the clay's going, but that's fine. It's over there doing its thing. Cuckoo clock we could also do, just to have it. It's something I don't think I've actually ever built in when playing Create. So it might be nice to have. Does it require power? Yeah. Okay. But we could probably just put it right here or something to power it. Okay. So let's mark the other things that we need to be able to complete these quests. So we need a fruit basket, apparently. I didn't know that was a thing. A milk jar, we can do. We have cows. A toaster, have lots of iron. Even with the iron farm being torn down, we still have lots of iron in storage unit. Nearly a full 2048 iron blocks. We haven't made the oven, the fridge, or the cooking table, so let's get those marked out. We have a little kitchen space in our little starter house anyway, so why not get these things in there? And then a sink. And then doing all 3 of these, I guess so. And that thing. Is that all the things? No, there are a couple more things. So we need to pick up the bartending table. And, oh my. Oh, it's optional. Okay, good. So we won't need to do this to get the chapter marked as green. That's good, because I don't think we'll be doing this anytime soon. Getting all the spices. Because you got to do that through the bartering system. Which we have this thing. Like, I think I built that pretty early on. I just didn't... haven't really interacted with it that much. It looks like we've done all these things. So, I don't know that I will collect all of these quests quite yet. Okay, and then you can make that. That. Are these are marked as optional. So I guess we don't have to do them. I kind of want to anyway. I do. Oh, there's a reward for that one. Well, we'll see. Is this optional? No. That one's optional, but this one is not. Okay, well, we have lots of copper. We can do that. Just to get it done. We'll probably melt these down if we don't want to keep them, although our existing armor is getting kind of busted. And then all this stuff is done. All this is done. Okay. So we get some stuff to craft. Is this backed up again? Oh. There's a piece of cobblestone hanging up the whole thing there. Alright, let's sleep. Okay. Let's just do all the copper armor first. It's easy enough to do. There we go. 4 armor. 4 armor. So that's basically the same as the feet are better. Doesn't have any uses. Interesting. So what if we did that? 1 armor, 2 armor. I'll put the rest of that in there. And put that in there. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, that was easy enough. What did that give us? A weapon that I don't care about? Yep. Alright. Let's see. What does it take for the cuckoo clock? Andesite casing and a clock. Gold and redstone. And redstone outside. What else? Andesite casing and planks. Do I have any andesite casing in here? No. It would be nice if I could hover over these things to see what's in them. Casings. No. How about the gray one? 1 left. I'll take some of those to keep on hand. Alright, let's get some redstone. Alright, making a clock. Don't know how long it's been since I made a clock, but there you go. Alright. There we go. We should get this firing off whenever it does its thing in the morning and at night, right? Okay. What next? Tool rack. So slabs and nuggets. Don't we have some of that there? Yep, yep. Tool rack. Check. Fruit basket. Need another slab and a pressure plate. I wonder if we can use... Yeah, okay. There we go. Done with that. We need a bucket of milk and some glass and planks. Do we have... We have framed glass there. Do we have normal glass still anywhere? Alright. Let me... I have a bucket in one of these toolboxes. Oh, there's glass right there. What was I looking for? I was looking for something. It's in one of these toolboxes. It wasn't glass. Buckets. Was it? Is it in the tool one? 6, 7, 8 should be enough, right? 7. I guess it's in the tools. Okay. Let's go get some milk. Yeah, I could take the train over, but I don't know if that would really honestly save us too much time. Just running versus getting on the train, having it come around, getting off the train, all that. There you go. So I think earlier I was saying that... I think I was saying or about to say that basically we've done all the farm stuff we need to do for the quests here. And my intent is down the road at some point, because we're still going to need like a source of food and a source of things for, you know, various things in the future, to set up a farm over here. There's a pretty flat area on this island that I was thinking it would make a good like farming area to either figure out some kind of automation or just take the tractor and, you know, harvest it every once in a while or something like that. I don't know exactly, but I mean, I guess you could maybe use trains or cart contraption with harvesters on them to just automate that process if we go that route. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so this is going to go away because the one of the things I want to do in order to kind of link things together is that the roundabout that's going to go, I just pull up the map, the train track roundabout that's going to go over here, I want to have some rail bridges that go across this and connect up with our quarry and whatever other builds that we do in this general direction. Yeah, so the existing, our starter farm will be kind of in the way of that, so that will go. It must be must succumb to progress. Alright, so there's our milk jug. And we keep the bucket. Alright. And then the toaster. Need a bucket of lava. think we also have in our toolbox. There we go. What else? Iron, and a stone button. Alright, I think we have some iron. Almost 1,700 blocks of iron. That's not how you make... How do you make a trapdoor out of iron? Ah, there it is. Alright, so there's our toaster. Alright, so that completed extra utilities, and we get some toasted bread. Great. Now on to the next thing. Cooking table. So we need terracotta and some kind of stone and this book. Alright, so we need this book. So we can furnace a book or bulk blast a book. Do we have books? We have paper. Slabs that might come in handy. And we need leather. There's some leather. That'll be enough for a couple bucks. I think we need some diamonds too. No shortage of those these days. Keep a redstone in there for later use. Alright, so we make a book. Let's make another book. I think... Okay, so this uses... Cooking for blockheads 2. And then no filter edition uses for cooking for blockheads 1. Huh? And you can, okay, you can go back to that. And then this one. Does this have to be 2? I guess this has to be 2. Just needs 2 crafting tables and 2 diamonds and this one. So I think... Alright, there's an advancement. Witness your cuckoo clock announce bedtime. Well, there we go. Now we know when it's time to sleep. That's worthwhile. So I think I just want to take these and put these in the bulk blasting. There we go. And so these basically allow you to put food items in and or rather, I think it shows you, based on what you have in your inventory, what is craftable in terms of food items. And then you can select that to craft it. So like if we were to grab apples and sugar and milk bottles. Okay, we can make marshmallows. Click to see recipe. So 4 sugar makes a marshmallow. And that's searchable, if you so desired. Okay, and then we need more wood of some kind. That should be not quite enough. Take one of those. No. This is what we're after. There we go. And then we need stone of some kind and terracotta. Do we have terracotta in here somewhere? Do we have clay that is in block form that we haven't broken down? Do we have something stone-like? We have that, okay. And we got clay. Just a little bit. How many pieces? 5? I guess I could just read it from right here. Do we need terracotta for anything else in here? So 10. Yeah, 10. So isn't... So we need 40 clay balls. Just do that. You know. And then these can be ball blasted, right? And terracotta? Good. It's worth double checking. There we go. Yes. Alright, what else do we need here for the cooking table? That's it. Another one down. The fridge. We need a chest and an iron door. I feel like we might have either or both of these already. I hear we have a zombie somewhere. I'm not seeing it though. Definitely have the iron to make an iron door. 3 planks. There we go. Wait, it's only 7 and I need 8. Alright. Yeah, I think I had iron doors before. Maybe I melted them down. Anyway, now we got a fridge. And then an oven. We need a bit more iron. And honestly, probably should just do that. There we go. What else? And a furnace and black stained glass. We can do that. One of these toolboxes had glass in it. If I just look at every single one. Okay. And we have some black dye. If I remember the recipe right. There we go. Inventory's getting kind of full. Let's put some of the stuff down. There we go. Cooking table. Can go here. Why not? Toaster can go on top of our mini fridge. Milk jar can go by the door. What else? We got a fruit basket. Let's put it on the floor. Tool rack. Right there. Alright, so that's a bit of a help. We need to make this oven, so we need a furnace, which means we raw something and cobble of some kind. I'm just make some cobble from there. I'm sure that won't be annoying later. Put that back. An oven, a different kind of oven than the oven we already had. Because we already have the stove from Farmer's Delight. We're gonna have a few stoves by the end of this. There we go. So that's what the cooking for blockheads oven looks like. You haven't seen that. And then the sink. Need a bucket of water. resource in there, so if only we had a sink. Now, if I can remember that we have a sink after this, that might be the last time I have to run down there like that and get water. I feel like I've done that a few times so far in the in this playthrough. There we go. There's a sink in the corner. Kind of weird. You have to stand in the fruit basket to use the sink. Anyway, so that's all that stuff. And then is that done? Were there any interesting rewards? So we saw there was toast there. No reward for that. No reward for that. One steak. Do we have room in this for anything? No. Okay, iron chest here. I guess I'll take the rewards. I'll just put them. There we go. I'm gonna wait on these rewards from these items until we have. I'll take the venison, sure. The food things I'll take. The other resources I'll wait until we have a more efficient way of processing them. Alright, 32 venison. Also go in there. That can go in there as well. Alright. Done with this stuff for now. Maybe. What does this need? Oh, no. Not done with the iron. Stove. Wood-fired oven. So do I need all of these? I guess so. Alright. So the kitchen sink needs a bunch of iron and bricks. Given we have a lot of bricks, we need 1 campfire there. We need 2 campfires. Some kind of logs. We have some kind of logs. Campfires. I don't want to use my coal for, so I'll make some charcoal. There's a bunch of logs. Oh. And bricks, yeah. I guess there was an extra stack in there. And I don't have a crafting table on this boat. Alright, and then I need actual logs too. Oh, bedtime. Alright. Checking something really quick. Great. Nice sushi breakfast. Alright, so we need probably not that many bricks, but there we are. And campfire. How do I make a campfire? Just need some sticks. Got a bunch of sticks over here. Let's do it. Another stack. That's good. Alright. Wood-fired oven. Stove. And sink. Needs more iron. I think we're done with that. Alright, that's all. That's all of those things. Alright. I don't think I'll be putting down the vinery kitchen stuff in here for the moment. Mainly because I don't know what to do with them. So I'll leave those things in there for later. Let's leave us with some charcoal in there too. Let's leave some of these blocks in there. Yeah. That's fine. Totally fine. Great. Well, we are technically done with 2 of the chapters so far. It was great. I guess, did we get a reward? We got a hot chocolate from the bartending table. So let's collect this really quick. And it credits us as completing the chapter again every time we complete one of the optional things. So that's fun. Yeah, okay. So I guess technically we'll come back to the workbenches as we need them. Because I have some builds that are going to be using them, so we'll come back to that. I'm looking forward to that. We'll probably touch on some of the, like the beer brewing and vinery wine stuff at that point. But for now, don't feel like dealing with that stuff quite yet. There we go. Alright, so let's find out what this is about. I've seen this somewhere before. Is this something that you can put down and eat like a cake? Was the impression I got when I saw it before. Let's see if that's true. Put it right there. Alright. A glorious feast. Some meals are big enough to be placed down and shared with friends. So please come into my house and eat this meal out of this pumpkin from the corner of the room. You need a bowl to eat this. Interesting. I need to carry around this piece. There we go. There's some bowls. Yoink. Okay, and it gives me a bowl. Bowl of stuffed pumpkin. So that seems pretty good. Keep that on me. I don't know exactly what nourishment does as an effect. I could look it up, but I'm just gonna remain ignorant for the moment. Oh wait, do you have any more bricks here? Yeah, some bricks here. So we're practically swimming in bricks. That's great. Gonna be needing them. Alright. Well, let's take a look at the plan. What are we doing next? What do I want to do next? Let's see about setting up the rail roundabout. I've been talking about doing that for a while. Here's a preview of the things. I have a house design. I don't know if we'll get to that today because it requires some materials I don't think we have. But and then small factory shell is the build for doing the refinery for the metals. I think this is the right design. Yeah, it's big enough to be the right design. So we'll see what this looks like over here in our flattened, leveled, filled area. It's kind of a hodgepodge of different blocks as I was trying to get a kind of a... This is an area that is very now industrial. And not supposed to be pretty per se, but it's supposed to be something that trains go through a bunch. So here we go. This is not too bad. I don't want to push it further this way though, so we're more in line. Do I want, because ultimately the rail trellises, bridges, words are going to be lined up with the ends of this going off this way. So do I want the two bridges? I think this will be kind of interesting because it's not, you know, it's different kind of grading here versus over there, and I think that'll look kind of good. So there'll be another one that goes off this way that'll not dive down quite as much until it gets to here, and then we'll start seeing pillars, and then the surface level that the track is on going over to there, and we'll probably have to do some landscaping on the other side. So this is not too bad as far as placement. And then we'll clear cut through the jungle off this way for some more factory building. And one of the things I was looking at is I do also have a design for like a train yard where it's like a bunch of like diverging paths where trains can go off and pull off to the side to set. And this area right here seems pretty flat and long enough for the design I have in mind, so we'll probably be cutting a lot of forest in the future. This is not a... I'm not doing an eco-friendly approach here. It's very industrial kind of thing going on. So let's see, what do we need? I know we're going to need a good amount of track, but probably not that much compared to like the amount that we have. And then we'll need those train signals. I don't know if there's anything else. I don't know why I'm running over here, because I have my Schematicannon on me. I can probably... Let's see. How do I pick you up without... maybe with a tool? Huh. Wait, I'm confused. Oh, this wasn't a package. That's a package. Wait, hold on. How many tracks are in here? Not a lot. Only 270. Okay, let's do this. I don't know why this was in a package. Let's take these out. Okay, good. And then how do I use you? There we go. Right. For some reason I was thinking this was the package because I knew there was a package over here, but the package was not the... Anyway. Obviously what was going on in my mind was much more confusing than what it was showing on the screen. Alright, Schematicannon stuffs. And design goes in. And we have a materials checklist. This one is the materials for one of the other builds. For the shell. Which is not too bad. Mostly deep slate bricks and then a lot of the dusk bricks. But I don't want to... I want to keep that as a reference. But we'll use this one. That was from one of our past builds. And we'll see what we need here. So we need 16 train signals and 248 train tracks. And we have 270 here. So we just need those 16 signals. Also, I don't think we heard the... cuckoo clock from over here. So there's a range, apparently. And I did get some more gunpowder. Oh, right. Actually, I took a screenshot of this. So in this pack, trading with villagers is disabled, but you can trade with wandering traders. And there's also a winery, like a wine trader guy as well. So just a normal trader showed up and actually had something useful for a trade, which was some gunpowder, which I don't know if I've seen. I don't know if that's a vanilla thing, but yeah, some gunpowder. 399 shots. I don't know if that'll be enough. Right, so we need signals for this build. Huh. Oh yeah, okay, train casings. So wait a second, there's a quest. We did that one, but there's, I think, is it in chapter there's one of the quests that we have technically done. Oh yeah, Track Factory. Yeah, 64 train casings. And 2 stacks of metal girders. It's pretty cool. And very helpful for what we're trying to do right now. So keep that. And, oh yeah, because one of these makes 4 of those. So we only need 4 train casings and 4 electron tubes. The electron tubes are going to be fun, though. Have we made those yet? I don't think we have, because we've not needed them for anything that we can actually make yet, right? Like, we can't make any of this stuff because it requires brass. There's display boards. Ooh, adjustable chain gear shift, clockwork bearing. Yeah, but we've not. Yeah, so electron tubes. We need polished rose quartz. We've made some of that already for a couple of things. And we need molten rose gold. Molten rose gold comes from mixing molten. Fortunately, no heating required if it's already molten. Copper and gold, right? So we need to melt copper and gold and put it into a basin and mix it. And we get rose gold, and then we can pour that out. So guess what we're doing next? Yeah. Fortunately, we don't need too much of it, but we need to get that set up somewhere. And I think this is definitely going to be a temporary thing. You know, something where we can just put stuff in. I guess the question is, do we want to pursue, like, we can make more melters? We're going to need more melters for other things anyway, so let me bookmark this. What does it take to make the melters? And we'll have to have heaters as well. Zinc and fluid tanks, and we have lots of fluid tanks, and then seared bricks, which we can make with seared brick and sap or slime. Seared bricks are coming from smelting grout or blasting grout. Yes. Grout is gravel and zinc and andesite alloy. That gives us 8 of those. So that's 8 of those. The melter needs 4. So we can make 2 melters with one batch of grout. And then the heater requires 8. So we need to make at least 3 batches of grout. If we do a really simple thing where we have something set up that melts the gold and copper. The alternative would be to not do that and instead I'm not going to try to squeeze it all in there. But we can set up a mixer here to just like pour out, like put in copper and pump it into the basin, and then melt gold and pump it into the basin. Just do one after the other, and then you know, just use a casting table with an ingot and do it that way. That's an option, right? And then we don't have to build a bunch of extra stuff right now. We'll do that later. Of course, I'll have to get power over here. Technically, no. I could just hand crank it. Just do this the laziest way possible. Yeah, let me, let's see, what do I have in my toolboxes here? I'll also give us a chance to put away those girders, since I know there's a slot in one of the toolboxes that I have girders. Put away everything. Yeah, that took the girders. Good. Good. Probably don't need that. I just need to make a basin, right? That's not a basin. That's a basin. Do I have a hand crank on me? No, it's probably in the toolbox, right? There it is. Probably want a wrench on me. What else do I need? I need to make another mechanical mixer. So we need a whisk. So we need things that I have right there. 2 and 5. And can you turn that into casing? You can. Okay, so then cogwheels. 1. We really need to start making bronze so we can pour it. This is only 4 nuggets versus 1 whole ingot. Wait, no, wait. Does that end up being more expensive? Right, because you use 1 ingot. I mean, you use a sheet, but the sheet... Oh, wait, no, but... wait. So this is 1 ingot, but if you melt this, that's 9 nuggets, right? So, but this only takes half of an ingot, so this is 4.5 nuggets to make 3 cogwheels. Whereas if you cast, okay, you don't use any andesite alloy, but you use 4 nuggets to make 1 cogwheel. That is not as good of a deal as I was thinking it was going to be. Whoops. The problem with running this game in full screen mode is that if you tab out, it freezes the stream. Okay, anyway. Okay, well, that is not a problem for right now. The problems right now are I still need 1 more cogwheel to feed power into the mixer. I could have been more efficient with how I did that, but I didn't want to be. Wait, no, I could just make a belt, and I can redo that to be better. Once again, cannot remember if it's that it's this way. Do I have shafts on me? No. Alright, so we're gonna rescue some of the cogwheels from over here. Assuming, yes, this worked out so that these are rotating in the same direction, so that's good. Is this gonna... Okay, cool. There we go. Alright. So, got that now. And we need a pump. Pump here into the basin, mechanical mixer, cogwheel, hand crank, another cogwheel on the pump to hand crank it. It's all manual. All manual work here. What am I looking for? I don't even know. Something that wouldn't be in that chest anyway, right? Because I'm looking for things to make a pump. So I'm looking for pipes. Oh yeah, alright, it's probably in the toolbox. I don't know if I have any pumps in the toolbox, but I feel like I have pipes in one of these. There you go, pipes. Pumps are made from pipes, right? And the cogwheel. So I think we just need 1. There we go. How much iron is there in this? 4 ingots? Bye-bye. We'll want to empty out the melter before we start doing other things in it. There you go. Alright, and then basin on the hot bar. Mixer on there. Cogwheel. Cogwheel. This is gonna be fine for the moment. So if we right click this, which direction does the pump go in? It needs to go the other way. There we go. So then we're gonna put some copper and gold in there. Gold and copper. So how much do we need? So for the electron tube, and also beyond what we're doing right now, we also need a spout and a depot over here to do this. But we only need 111 millibuckets. And this, yeah, it's one of each of those to make one of those. But we should be able to make more than enough with one copper and one gold. Here we go. So yeah, this is fine. And then we need... We'll move the pump over to here to pump out into a spout. Spout. And we probably have depots. What was that again? So it was a copper casing. Do we have any copper casings? Probably not in here. We got depots though. Alright, so how am I going to do this? We'll put pump there, pump here into a spout, maybe like that. Pump into the spout, which is there, which will pump onto that. We also need to make the thingamajigs, the thing we're pouring on, the polished rose quartz, because I don't think we have any of those left. I think we used all of those. The last time we used the rose quartz lamps. Yeah. I don't think there's anything around in here anymore. Do we even have any? I feel like we have quartz somewhere, and if not, there's a quest reward for quartz. Someday we are going to have applied energistics, and then we'll be able to search for things. I'm just holding out for that. Okay, so we're gonna pump. We got 111 millibuckets. And how much did we need for one of these? 111 rose gold, which is what we're going to have when we mix the things together. So let me make one electron tube. So I just have the one gold right now, so let's do that. And then what we'll need is we'll need another 3 of each of the gold and copper. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Alright, so there's the gold. Get that pumped in as well. Maybe position ourselves so we can see that, yeah, it's gone. So we get a mixture of things in there. Break off that. Put it up there. We are mixing. Alright. So I think there is a copper casing. And if not, there's copper sheets, which I believe are used to make the copper casing. There's copper plating. Copper casing, though? Alright. Deployer. Rubber and copper sheets on andesite casing. Times 3. Okay. Well, we have 3 rubber. And we have at least 3 sheets. So I should be able to do that. We just need to have a deployer. Do we have an extra one of those? We do. More manual crafting. Alright, so we're going to take a casing. I feel like we did one of these already. Right, didn't we need a copper casing for maybe the hose pulley? Well, regardless. So which way does it go? Rubber and the copper sheet. Yeah. Copper sheet. Rubber. Bam. Oh, I guess I didn't do that before. Right, this does tie in with like the quest, right? So, somewhere in it. Oh, here it is. Oh yeah, I think I might have done this because we had to have that in order to make the hose pulley. But I think I may have made the hose pulley before I made the pump, or something. But yeah, we're working our way through chapter 2 stuff now. Right, here's the electron tube. If we make one of those, we get 24 redstone. There was something else, though, that gave us a reward of something that I wanted. Oh, there's some glass, if we ever need glass. There's some... I'm going to take those casings right now. Those would be helpful. I should pay attention to the quest rewards. Oh, the one other thing that I did in between streams... I mentioned before that I went over to the tree farm and dealt with that. I swapped out all the saplings that were planted with rubber tree saplings because it's still wood. It can still be used for generic wood crafting things, but it can also be made into rubber. And we need rubber for belts. Like I've felt the shortage of belts thus far, and now we should have all the materials we need to make lots and lots of belts. There was something, though, I think it was maybe in 0.5. There was something that gave us, there we go, 32 quartz. That'll be helpful for making thingies. We can craft this now. But yeah, the rose quartz. Make a bunch of that now. Let's grab some redstone and one more of those. Oh, we had a bunch of those already. A bunch of the dry kelp. Just need one to make the spouts. Alright, so we can grab that back, put the spout on there. We will steal this, the pump, put that on there, put a cog on that, get that on there, and now we'll be able to pump in the rose gold that's sitting in the basin there. And we just need, let's just go ahead and make a bunch of these. 8. I'll put the rest in the chest. Ah, there was already someone in there. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I think we have some sandpaper still. 7 of 8. Yeah. I know we've done this before because I remember prepping the thumbnail for a video, and it had the thumbnail was of me sanding some rose quartz. Alright, so we're gonna make the first of these electron tubes. Whoops. So I should be able to pump. Is it pumping in the right direction? No, of course not. Oh, it's bedtime. You know, honestly, as tedious as it sometimes is to kind of just do the manual stuff to kind of get the first things to be able to make more things, I find it pretty exciting. Sploosh. Watch a fluid-containing item be filled by a spout. There we go. So we got the spout done. So we needed 4 of these electron tubes. 2, 3, 4. Of course, we already have one, so we'll put those 3 there. And we just need 3 more gold and 3 more copper. Which is kind of perfect since the melter can melt 3 at a time in there. Still have a good amount of fuel with our dry kelp block. That's melted. So we'll yank that off there. Oh, that's not the right direction. Cog wheel. Crank. Still not the right direction. Good. Can we... Okay, it's empty. 3 more. 3 gold, that is. Alright, hopefully this all fits in the basin. So we don't have to swap the things unnecessarily. And then it comes out of there. We don't need that pump there anymore. Cog wheels. Oh, there's one there already. Let's mix. A little bit longer since there's more volume being mixed. All right. Okay, now we'll pump all of that into the spout. Is it? I'm still managed to have it go the wrong direction. Of course. There we go. 2, 3. And there we go. Yep. 16 train signals, yeah? Oh, and there was a task. Probably in chapter 1. Oh, howdy, Dudamas. Oh yeah, this progressed to this one optional quest to do the train utilities, the train schedule and the train observer. We could probably do that soonish. How are you doing today? Work has been met, but somehow pulling through. Well, yeah, I've been looking forward to doing the stream all day. Excited for the 051 release. Yeah, there's some cool stuff in there. I was watching a couple of people, Triobian, on YouTube had a live stream right after it went live that they were doing some stuff, and then a couple other folks. Yeah, I like the built-in elevator mechanism. You watched that one? Yeah. Yeah, I was there for part of it, and then what's the other guy's name? Put out a video this morning. Yeah. Anyway, so Yeah, the elevator thing, right? Being able to make an elevator with just a couple of blocks and have it work. The new filters of breast funnels, yeah, on the clipboard. I know there was a kind of a sneak peek video that one of the people working on the update did a week or two ago. Yeah, there's a clipboard where you can, I think you can manually put stuff into it, but you can use it to copy filters or settings from one block onto another. So, like, if you set up a filter on a funnel, yeah, to be a particular item and a particular amount, you can, I think it's like you right click it to copy it and you left click to paste it on the other ones. And I think it works basically for any, if you want to copy the same setting between any of the same kind of machinery. So that looked pretty cool. I think there were some other things it could do too around like interacting with the schematic cannon. Not completely sure on that. Unfortunately, I think it'll be probably a little while before we see things like that's new version of Create in packs like this. Like this pack is on Fabric, so it'll have to be ported first. But someday, I'm sure that will happen. Alright, I need a chest over there. And fabric stuff is hopefully not far off. I don't know. Minecraft 1.20 is not far out either. Probably. So yeah, so I've been just trying to get the things to make some train signals to make a thing over here. I don't know if you've seen that yet, but we'll have another little reveal here once I get this stuff in. Let's see. All the train tracks. And where is that schematic? Oh, it's in the cannon, isn't it? And double check. We shouldn't need to replace any blocks. But yeah, this should be fine. Can't wait. Well, here we go. So this is something that I mentioned earlier in the stream. Yep. I cleared out this area in between streams for a roundabout for trains. So this is one of the schematics that I got. Someone uploaded a bunch of like train intersection schematics in the Create Astral Discord, and this was one of them. So this is kind of the thing that is going to be hopefully the start of a real train network. Well, here we go. You're seeing it live. Yeah, and need such a big train network. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, I think so. I saw someone, I think it was maybe something in the Discord, since you want heavily automated rather than just manually mining everything. Yep. I think, I forget it was, someone was showing like a one chunk, maybe it was in, oh, that's it. Maybe it was in Create Above and Beyond, but doing like a one chunk build. But, there's something to be said, these things have to be fixed a little bit. There's something to be said for having something, having all your automation like really close to each other in terms of like transit times, and if you really figure out how to optimize it all and connect it all together, maybe that can be really efficient. And it means that if it's all in loaded chunks around you, then you don't have to worry about stuff being unloaded and that sort of thing. But the idea of having these big factories and having them, even if they're unloaded some of the time, they're just so big and so productive that they can just put stuff on trains and send them down the track. And then if they're unloaded some of the time, it doesn't matter because they're just producing so much, is kind of what I want to do with this. Let's see if we can fix these tracks. So I think that did a bit much, didn't it? Let's see. So this should go to here. About the same plan for you, yeah. It's very appealing. I mean, who doesn't like trains? Alright, so that goes to there, and there should be one coming off of here as well. So there. Alright, so you can come into here and either go right. So we're doing a right hand. I'm not sure if that's quite right. I might have to undo that again. Well, we'll see once we get... Oh, and there's more missing over here. Is this right? Yeah, this. So you can continue on and go that way. And you come in here. At least... that's still not quite right. Some adjustments will be required. We'll get there. Wait. Two, and then this way. Not enough tracks. Well, should definitely have enough tracks. Let me just go get some more. I got a whole double chest full of tracks, so I definitely have enough. Yeah, the next thing I think I'll do once I get this fixed up a little bit is I think it's time to go check on the lava. I did attend to it a couple times between streams and did a little bit more digging, and I think I have some good news. We'll go look at that here in a minute. What am I doing? Tracks are over here. Just a few tracks. And it's kind of funny. This is a little project, right? Just getting the train signals and stuff to be able to have this, but it's going to start the big project of now running all the tracks and bringing them to this intersection. All right, so this is not quite right. Okay, I mean that seems. What's missing? Oh yeah, this track needs to go this way. It still doesn't. Should it look like that? I think maybe I'll leave this here. Well, I mean, this is obviously not quite right. Let's see. So. This one should connect to here. And that's kind of okay. It's just like intersecting a little bit. Going to there, and this one crosses there, and this one should be able to turn right into here. This really is reminding me of doing the same sort of thing in Factorio. It's been a while since I played that. Is that right? So there should be that going that way, that going straight. That one can come in, that one can go that way, or this can continue on around. If this one wants to go that way, it needs to go all the way around and then go off. Yeah, Factorio. Alright, so that's enough of that for the moment. Yeah, so the big thing with this was just getting the train signals, because we've not really automated rose gold to make the Electron tubes. Which, oh yeah, I need a bucket of that. Let's go. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. It'll sit there. Let's go check the lava. I was talking to someone about making a MQTT server that just links games like Satisfactory, Minecraft, OpenTTD, and Factorio, so you could have a multi-server universe and trade resources. Yeah, I mean that's like what you're doing in a Modpack in Minecraft, where you're like trying to balance like what the different mods do, and like not making one thing overpowered and making them all blend together, which is what a pack like this pack is doing, just with, you know, Create and the one that gives you the Tech Reborn and those sorts of things. But imagine doing that, but a bunch of different games, like the making the resource equivalent stuff. That sounds like a big project to make that balance out. But I can't say that I've not had a similar desire to be able to like have a multi-game universe. It would be compelling, right? Yeah. Now that reminds me of, like, I've seen playthroughs where people will play a game and then continue like the story of the game into a different game. Like, I imagine you could do that with this, and I don't know of the lore of X4, but that's another thing I'm playing right now. And then something like RimWorld, which is something I have a couple of 100 hours in. More time in RimWorld than I have in Factorio. But it would be kind of the opposite, where you wouldn't bring anything into that other than kind of the narrative. Well, I found it because I know folks who don't like Factorio but love Minecraft and vice versa. So the idea of letting people pick different games in the universe and move resources sounds fun. Yeah. Yeah, where you can go back and forth. Like your time spent. Like if you have a group of people working together, you can kind of like do things. I think I'm going down too far. Is this too far? Nope. So there's that again. This is a little bit different because I've embraced catwalks. Right? I mean, besides the catwalks, the other big thing I did between streams was I dug out this whole area, which is slowly filling with lava. And it really gives a sense of the scale because it goes down like another 10. This is like 10 or 12 levels of Y below that lava down to the bottom. So it gives you a real sense of scale of like how much you're dealing with in here. Yeah, the sledgehammer was really helpful. I ended up just doing it by hand. I was just watching some videos and stuff to see the netherite armor for the new I saw a little bit of that. I assumed what that would do is just like be fireproof, like netherite stuff is in general. But I didn't really look in detail and if that was true or if what else was special in regards to it. Why? Is there something else to know about it? It makes you completely immune to lava. Nice. Well, that would have been handy. Of the 3 times I've died so far in this playthrough, one time has been so you can swim and see a long distance. Yeah, it's kind of neat when you're, like, if you have fire immunity and you're in lava, the view is kind of obstructed, isn't it? A little bit. Yeah. One of the times I died, though, I just, like, was mining along and not paying attention and strafed into a hole and died. So that's one of my 3 deaths so far. I think the other death that was not on stream was pretty early on. I fell down this when I was building the ladders. So, I did learn something, which is that when you look at the hose pulley, I was not misremembering, because when you look at it, it says it is a bottomless supply. The targeted body of fluid is considered infinite. Just as is. This is with the hose pulled up, you know, pumping out. It still recognizes that we have at least, and probably quite a bit more now at this point, 10,000 blocks of lava. So, ta-da! And I think just to get the advancement, all I need to do is reverse the pump temporarily. And one of the boxes, there's tools, has my wrench, so we can do just that. If I crank it the other way. Come on. I'm doing the thing. Oh, no. Oh, right. So it needs to be all the way at the bottom. To recognize as infinite for pulling. I'm really hoping that's the case. We're gonna find out in a minute. I can just kind of see like a pixel of the pipe going down in the corner there. So when that stops moving, we should be at the bottom. Come on. Maybe one up. Oh. I am disappointed. Why? Hold on. I'm confused. It's pretty weird, yeah, right? I might try... Okay, so that's at the very top. So that's not accessing anything. If I put one down, this is the exact position it was in, where it was saying there was a bottomless supply when it was pumping the other way. See, and it says, the targeted body of fluid is considered infinite. Right? So, what if I were to stop it? We'll just stop right there. And then we will lower it. It's phrasing it. Lower it all the way down to the bottom. If this doesn't work, I'll also try breaking the thing. How far do you have to lower it before it stops staying bottomless? Well, I think the thing is like... Okay, let me raise it. Because it depends on the direction, right? So if it's like pumping in, then the target is... Oops, I need to eat. If I'm pumping in, then the hose pulley needs to be at the top to like fill to that level. So like now it doesn't say anything. Well, I don't know. What is your theory? So like right now it doesn't say anything. What if it's too close to the top? As soon as you lower it, it skips the top. I mean, the bottom is like 30 levels down, right? So like if we put this back, a bunch of available, maybe. Okay, so it's. Did I? All right, one down. Okay. So there, right there, it says the targeted body of fluid is considered infinite. Right? If I stop pumping at all by removing this, does that change this? No, it still says it's a bottomless supply. right? If I change the direction, it still says that. If I start pumping, it still says that. Are we actually pumping lava, though? It looks like we are. Maybe because it's not going anywhere? Is a theory? Which I think we talked about last time. Maybe it needs a tank to go into. And I have tanks this time. It can't push into the cauldrons. Yeah, I think that's a good theory. Let's test that. I just need to find the toolbox. Is it light gray? There we go. One fluid tank should be enough, right? If we just yoink that, put that there, and then, see, it says bottomless. If I change the direction, it says bottomless. We're pumping lava. Why does it hate me? Are we taking lava from somewhere? Or is it actually infinite? See, this looks like it's, yeah, it says it's bottomless, but it's still taking lava. So it's such a liar. Also, I turned that. Alright, so we're pumping. Did I turn it around though? There we go. Probably need to replace it. Yeah, maybe. It's a lot of lava. I mean, I think also it should be the case that I need to lower it to the bottom. That's what the ponder thing says. So, could you, I wish this was going faster. I wish I would have went to the moon and had, rotational speed controllers and all that, but, the struggle is fun. Okay. So I'm gonna break this, and I am going to leave that right there. So this says it's a bottomless supply. What we're gonna do, take that, find where that went. There we go. Place that there. Find the hand crank. To be honest, if you get rid of the struggle, there's nothing left in gameplay but placing blocks. There's not even that, because we have the schematic cannon to do that. And world edit and creative for the designs for the schematic cannon. So what I'm expecting is if I rotate this until the hose is at the bottom of the lava, it should say, well, I would think it would say right here that it's a bottomless supply, but apparently it doesn't believe that. What if I raise it? Is there... There. It is a bottomless supply. Yeah. Tapping the mantle. Pump from a body of lava large enough to be considered infinite. Alright, we won the game. That's it. We're done. Alright. Awesome. Time to play. Tears of a physics engine. That's funny. Now, I've heard really good things from folks that I know that are playing it, and it's not looked too bad from the bits of streams that I've got. But one, it's not really a game that I necessarily would want to stream, and two, I'm not really set up to do it. So, and why would I when we're making such good progress in this, and there's so much to do? In fact, more than I really realized. I was looking at, someone had posted like a schematic of like a build tree of like, here's all the different processes for all the items to, you know, like a chain for this pack. And there was more than I realized, and that gets me excited. You've absolutely just missed this Modpack when I'm playing solo. Yeah. Okay, so we got this going. I'm going to leave this as is for now. One of the things we do need to do, because the whole point... yeah. The whole point of this is to be able to get the lava to a factory where we're going to use it to make copper. And other things. There are other things that are going to need this lava as well. And part of that will be to move this hose pulley up to the surface and get a tank set up to act as a buffer. And then at some point, maybe not today, but at some point, get a train going to get the lava on the train. We'll have a lava train. We'll have a cobble train too. Is it day? Looks like it's still daytime, so I'll go up this way, I think. I hear baby zombie. And a spider. And some other things. But we're fine. Yeah, you can see that. Yeah. Yeah, I do occasionally remember that exists. Oh. I'm not exactly sure how the time works in this. Is that supposed to be 1:33 p.m. daytime? It is a very overcast, rainy day. It's great. Okay, well, I'm gonna need to take a break here for a couple minutes and refill my water and stretch my legs because I've been sitting here for nearly 2 hours, and that is a bit too long for me to be sitting in one go. So I am going to. You need to brush your floss. Well, there you go. I'm gonna lock myself away. Hit the BRB thing, and gaming on a kneeling chair. Oh, I don't know. I mean, my desk does go into standing mode and stuff. I'm not super into that for video games. Maybe I should be. If I ever do start doing, maybe next Monday when we're gonna have a much longer stream, I probably will do some. I'll try to remember to do some standing there. But yeah, so BRB, couple minutes. A hammock. All right. Keys. There we go. All right. What is? Oh, we get a reward. Oh, we get a bunch of fluid tanks. Yes, I'll be handy here in a minute. We are making progress in chapter 2. Alright, healing potions. I don't really need those right now. I have to. We're getting closer to going to the moon. Let's let's see. Portable fluid interface and item drain. What's that take? More copper casings. Oops. More copper casings. So I need a few more of those. Which we can do. I might set up a little bit more automation to make the copper casings. It's really soon approaching the point where we need to automate andesite casings as well. Let's see. Okay, let's check the plan. All right, so we checked the lava generator. It's a lava generator. We set up the rail roundabout. Let's set up the tank on the surface for lava. I think we have what we need to do that. Let's put some of this stuff I don't need to carry away. Why do I have a call? Oh, right, I broke one of the cauldrons. That's fine. Need this redstone. Alright. I'm gonna take this stuff for the moment. Because we will need a pump to pump from. No, I guess we don't. We can take the pump from the lava gen and move it to the surface along with the hose pulley. And we have a bunch of tanks, and we can actually get more tanks. We could build a. Well, we have more than 32 tanks in one of our toolboxes, and that's going to be good enough. We want to. I'm not going to claim these tanks right now, because I'm probably going to use those for the train. And I don't really have a use for the XP, so I'll just leave those there. And we have a power source over there. I'm not sure if we have a gearbox, though. So let's... At least we're pretty good on andesite alloy for our needs right now, so there's that at least. I also need to carry all these tracks with me. There we go. All right. So, not a lot of room here if I want to try to fit the tank. I guess I don't need to. I can put the tank like over here. That's fine. I don't want to put the tank. You know, I can build stuff here, and the windmill will go through it as it is. But if I ever stop it, you know, there's a chance it could intersect with something. And I just don't want to. I don't want to leave that to chance. So before we do this, though, we should go grab the hose pulley and figure out where we need to go down to be where the hose pulley is. Because we'll need to cut a hole down, dig a hole down to our entrance to the lava pit. Huh. Oh, this, that. Okay. Yep. so we're gonna get rid of most of this, right? This belt isn't connected to anything else, is it? In fact, we could probably we'll get a shaft back from there, so we didn't even need to worry about having a. Oh, this is gonna be backwards now. Okay. Second thought. Just leave that there, so I don't have to mess with the rotation of stuff down to the bottom. Okay, we got that. That was careless of me. Alright. We could probably collect these pipes if we wanted to, but I'm not in a rush to do that. What we do need to do is maybe grab some blocks here. So we're gonna come down to this block. Okay. So probably the easiest way to do this is map, waypoint, new waypoint, save. Probably have to set my waypoint options. Not there. Options. Minimum distance. Alright. So that's where we're going to dig straight down. Down to there. So we can put the hose pulley on top of the hole. Alright, where does that put us? Right by the water, of course. Alright, there we go. I feel like that didn't take effect. Okay, well, you know what? I'll just turn it off. There. Oh, and we're just full of stuff. I see. Okay. Alright. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? This, for one. Down to deep slate. Some iron. Let's see. Probably want to just those blocks since they're plentiful. In case we need to do any kind of blocking, like right now. Oh my. Oh my. Ow. So rude. Let's eat our bowl of whatever. Yeah, very rude. Welcome back. Triple creepered. But hey, I survived. Thanks to my copper boots and helmet, I guess. Alright. Oh, look, there's another creeper. Too bad I don't... Oh, yeah, I do. I have one bullet. You're still working. Oh. That's, dedication. Hi, fellas. Now I'm concerned. I don't know exactly. Do I have? Okay, that's fine. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, so that's the big cave. The other shaft, right next to the ladder, next to the windmill shaft, also goes through, which we can see briefly outside of the yeah, words. Hey, there we go. All right, now a nice big safety hazard. Don't fall down this hole that I've just dug, and we'll be fine. But look at all my catwalks with guardrails. All right, let's not repeat what we did last time, where the windmill forced me off. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to stand over here, and I'll put a block there, and then I can place the hose pulley next to it. Here we go. And there. Now it's fine. Let's rotate this. We want the pipe to go that way. It's too wet here. Because apparently that's a thing. Oh, wow. Another raid from Runicrow. Welcome, raiders. Playing some Create Astral. Trying not to have a fourth death and working on some piping up some lava right now. Welcome to this the stream. I guess I should, for form's sake, say if you're liking this kind of content, feel free to follow the channel. Streaming this at least twice a week, in addition to some other games. I should probably go down and get some more pipes. But yeah, so we're gonna pipe the lava over here into a tank. Alright. So as big as I can make it for the moment, which is 360 buckets is nothing to sneeze at. Let me go get some pipes from the lava gen. Now that we have infinite lava pool, we don't need to worry so much about generating more. Hopefully. Yeah, right? It's been a struggle. I was kind of worried that it was just not going to work earlier in the stream. We had some difficulties with getting it to pick up for the advancement, that it was actually working. But I knew it was going to work because I could see on the thing that it said it recognized it as a bottomless supply, but the advancement just wouldn't trigger. Ended up having to like pick it up and replace it and adjust where the end of the hose pulley was and stuff, but we eventually got there. You had the same issue? Found that you had to lower the hose pulley all the way. Yeah. Well, I mean, I thought I understood that because the ponder, when you look at it, it shows that, like, how it calculates the volume. Like when you're pumping through the hose pulley, you need the hose to be at the top of the space, and then if you want to pull, it counts volume from like the bottom of where the hose was. But it was just kind of a little glitchy, but we got there, and we'll get there again once I get some more pipes to so what happens if you have a full tank and you break it? Okay, it's fine. I could fully see it being one of those things where it's just like dumps lava on you. Yeah, so this is our lava supply, by the way. Made from dripstone, pointed dripstone dripping into cauldrons, and then just been pumping it out. Took a little time to dig out enough space for this, because I was the kind of lazy where, you know, instead of doing the smart thing and, you know, maybe setting up a tunnel bore or some other kind of automation to do it, I'll just, you know, I'll make a sledgehammer and dig it by hand. But, you know, between streams, I did some more digging and got there. So there should be... it should be enough somewhere, just in case. And now we have a bunch of cauldrons to do something else with, I guess. Yeah, Runicro, if you're still here, I saw your a little bit of your stream earlier. You're doing some Space Engineers. It's been a long time since I've played that, but I remember fun times. Haven't really kept up with the game in a couple of years. Alright. It's so much fun. They added it. Oh, automation update relatively recently. Yeah, that's a game I might have to get back into at some point. Let's see, how do I want to... Well, let me get the pipe down first, and I'll figure out where I want to put the pump. And then I need a gearbox, which I think if I have one, it's in one of the toolboxes. which I don't have all of them here, apparently. Not that one. Okay. It's that, and all of my cogwheels. Well, that's a problem. You can make fully autonomous drones now. I had to add icons next to player names because you can now name the AI like players. Wow. Oh, the chain drives? How would the chain drives work? Rotate one. Yeah, that's a good point. Here, let me, before I get ahead of myself, I have a mechanical pawn. So, let's say chain drive here, chain drive there. Wait. So I need a, let's give myself a little distance to be able to figure out what I'm doing here. So I guess I could, I think chain drives are in one of these boxes. Yes. Alright, yoink. Got a little boost right there from the from the windmill. But this is fine. Even if it were to stop right there, it wouldn't collide to the other side. What do you mean? I was thinking of doing something like this. One issue is this is pretty slow. Do I have any big cogwheels? I do. Alright, so we can do some speeding up here. But this at least gets it in the right direction. So let's see. Big to small to big. You can, Yep. I just need to figure out what I'm trying to do here in terms of how I want to connect these things. So, can you? Not like that, you can't. Can you put these on like that? And that would also be a speed up, right? So what if I did this? The issue is going to be that this is not going to align, right? Yeah, you can't put anything right there. Move the pump back a bit. Maybe back that way. Yeah, maybe. I don't need that. What if you added the first chain drive above the entrance to... What if you added the first chain drive above the entrance to below? Above the entrance to below. Let me try doing this. Okay, that'll be fine. That won't break anything. Let me let's see. So if I were to do this, and then yeah, so I'm not clear where I was. Okay, yeah. So what about this? I want to understand what you're proposing. Grounded the first chain drive above the entrance. Only need 2 chain drives in total. Oh yeah, so like that. You might be right. And of course that's not going to do anything because we haven't lowered the thing. No worries. Oh, for a second I thought that was going to be a pillager. That would be annoying. Alright. Alright, so let's lower this all the way down. We wait. And this has to go down, you know, like 100 blocks. Wait, more than that. Whatever it is. I've learned the hard way that you never want to have the hose in the lava when you start. Because if you miss anything, it's going to be lava, right? And Red Crow says, gotta head to bed. Interview before work tomorrow. Well, good luck with the interview. Yeah, I hope you have a good night, too. Yeah, I really appreciate the raid. It helps helps out quite a bit, I think. All right, I gotta eat a little bit. See, I'm pretty excited about next Monday's stream. It's gonna be, do like a, I don't know if marathon's the right word, but it matches the alliteration because it'll be Memorial Day, Monday, modded Minecraft. So it'll be 5 M's. Alright, so there's the bottom. And it is a bottomless supply. Yay, I jumped in. The windmill knocked me down. Alright, so we should be getting all the lava. Oh, you don't have Memorial Day off? That's too bad. Okay, well, I don't need to stand here staring at the at the lava. Did I get? Oh, there's the other toolboxes. Where did my other toolboxes go? There's no rest for the wicked clients all over the world. Yeah, I guess that makes sense if you have like a international customer base. It's mostly a U.S. holiday, huh? So. I'm allowed to soak and bask in the glory of a job well done. Yeah, I guess. But what's the next thing to do? At some point, we're going to have to get some train tracks here and something to, like, load lava. And that, I don't think we're going to be doing that this stream. Although we got a bunch of train casing now. I don't have a... I have some train designs, but I don't have one for, like, a liquid transport. If I look at the plan, though, what does the plan say? So we set up the transfer tank on the surface for lava. So we're making progress here. The other two things that I was... oh, wait. Didn't I X these off before? Okay. Some weird sounds. So what's left in the plan? Page 1 of 5 of the plan. Figure out where our copper tin bronze refinery will go, and then building the shell for it. So we can't really build the shell without where it's going to go. So I've not figured that out yet. It needs to be, you know, not too far away, but it doesn't need to be like right here, because we're eventually going to have trains. In fact, if it's a little further away, that encourages this to, you know, get rails over there, if nothing else, to be able to take our train there. So I'm going to go inside so I can pull up the map and look at it and not have to worry about, like, it suddenly being night and getting swarmed with things. So here's where we're at so far. I'm going to turn on some of the waypoints here. So we got that. We got that. That. We got. I don't know what that is. Ocean Monument, Tree Farm. There we go. Relevant. Stone Quarry. There we go. So those are the local things that we got going so far, right? So we got. Look at that. That's cool. So that's the train roundabout. We got where I'm going to eventually have our crops growing up here. We've got the Shimmer Lake at spawn. We got our lava source. We got our tree farm. We got our stone quarry. So somewhere in all of this, we'll do the our build for the basically where we're going to take. What are the inputs for this thing, right? So the thing we're going to build is the thing that's going to produce copper and tin and combine those and also make bronze for us. So we're going to need a lot of those things. And the inputs for that are clay to make seared stone. We also need lava, at least for the copper. We need water for the tin, but that will just, you know, infinite lava source and some pumps. That's fine. And cobblestone as well, which we'll see if we'll probably just have that come from the stone quarry as well. What else is there for copper and tin? Copper ingots come from crushed copper ore, comes from raw copper, which comes from milling iridium. So that's lava on top of seared stone. That's why we need lava. Seared stone is molten clay and any kind of stone, which is why we needed the cobblestone. We'll smelt that. I guess we could use andesite as well. And this implies using the melter, which means we need a source of fuel. So we will eventually need to make a fuel source. And my thought there is to make a kelp farm that will bulk smoke and pack the kelp into kelp blocks for a fuel source, and probably for compost eventually as well. So that'll be at some point. we'll set that up. Yeah, they are. At least a little bit better. Charcoal blocks. That is a question I don't know the answer to. So if we look at... there are no charcoal blocks. There are no charcoal blocks. There's probably coal blocks, but that can only be made from coal. No. This reminds me of a Zuma video that he was doing the other day, where he realized that he could not make charcoal blocks and vanilla either. But yeah, so yes, they are better in that they exist. Also, you can compost them, and they seem like a good way to have an automated way of producing bone meal without, I don't know, making some kind of mob farm or something. So yeah, I was thinking at some point to do a kelp farm to kind of kill a few birds with one stone, if you will. But the task at hand is to figure out where we're going to put this copper, tin, bronze factory, refinery, smeltery. I don't know what you would call it. I don't know those things. There's the cuckoo clock. I'm looking like, I don't know, maybe here could be good. There's kind of a flat-ish spot right here, and it's kind of central without being like, it should be outside of the spawn chunks, which I don't know if I care about. And we're gonna have, like, eventually the train line's gonna go across this way, and there'll be 2 tracks going up here. We could have something split off to service the this factory that we're talking about making. And it being like on the river feels maybe appropriate. I don't know. Like if we go north, we have to clear a bunch of jungle. Whereas I think we can pretty much just build, like, the build that I have right now is not too big. We will probably need a bigger factory at some point in the future. But at least this is something we can build with our available resources. Lava fuel? Have I considered it? Not too much. Can you use lava to fuel? I mean, there is so we're using the heater right now, but there's also a thing you can use to. Can you put lava in the seared heater, or isn't there another thing you use for the melter? The heater can take lava buckets. Let's try that really quick. I should have some buckets of lava in a thing. Alright. Let's take those dried kelp blocks out, and we'll put in. Okay, well, you can put it in, and it stays in. Let's grab something we can melt. I guess we could just put in an iron ingot. Oh, and out comes the lava bucket. Do we... Solid fuel temperature 800C. So if we look at lava really quick. Maybe look at a lava bucket. There we go. Fuel. Doesn't seem to need much. So it's 100 items. Can also use copper cans. Yeah, let's see. Copper can use lava ingot. I don't know if there's a good way to check that other than making one and finding out. Like, there's not a fuel entry there. Oops. So that doesn't give me a thing that... You can make lava. Let's see. Contains 1 ingot. Yeah, but like you hover over it, it doesn't give you like a thing that's like, oh, this has lava in it. So if it hit you, I don't think I see... Yeah. Yeah. What does it take to make? It's just 3 copper ingot. We can do that. Efficiencies and just not wasting the lava. Well, I mean, I think the thing is eventually this will be the case that all the... Well, I think it'll be not a big deal, just because it's going to be, like, constantly... Yeah, if you have something trickling. Yeah, I don't know. Because if we're using trains, it's going to be, like, in a big batch. And there may be, like, a period of time where there's nothing, depending on what the volume, like how often the trains are running, or how many trains there are, or how much, you know, supply the trains are carrying. I don't know how any of that's going to work. How do we get... I guess we have to cast lava into... Yeah, because we're going to need the lava anyway, so if we just have the lava on site for fuel and as a supply for the copper, then that's one less input. It's true. It's not something we actually have to solve right now, though, because I'm not trying to like get everything automated right now. I just want to get the shell down and start like getting the things we need to have something going. Like, I don't have a design for a full factory. This is not going to be like a big automation quite yet. You just put... I just bucket lava into a basin and then right click to pull cans out. Cool. Good to know. You know, I have a very handy thing here. I have a crude storage unit that has a bunch of buckets of lava in it. Bam. And I have a basin right there. So... Okay, that works. Alright. Let's waste some lava. Did that reset it? No. Reset something. Nope. That does not go in there. So, can't use cans anyway. And double check. Oh, I can load it in. I can put it into there. But not as fuel. I guess I can get that back though if I just put that there and pour that in. Yeah. Well, I did it. I mean, it's gonna do it anyway because it's ticking down. Alright, also I can clear my inventory of some things. You can put the lava back in the basin. Yeah, I could do that. Look at that. If I wanted to get my bucket. I mean, I didn't really care so much, but... There. I kind of have infinite lava now. Oh, no worries. It's a good thing, you know. Otherwise, you know, if we didn't check in now, then Yeah, yeah. I mean, why not? If we have infinite lava, I guess the issue will be getting the lava. We'll have to like we can fill the lava buckets with spout, right? Yeah. So we'll just have like a couple of belts loading lava with a spout into a bucket. Bucket goes into the melt or into the heater. Yeah, multiple hose pulleys. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean that's kind of one of the things I think I said in a past stream is like if we need more throughput of lava, we can do that. So we have a rail line coming here, and it links up with this. We can probably have like a something where the train line diverges here. We could probably fit the build on this little spit of land here. It's not that big. I think that's a good start. And I have the schematic here. Let me go pick up the other stuff that I left over by the roundabout. Alright, we didn't use all the blocks. Alright, I can put the package in there, that's good. Alright, so let's... It's a shame to waste the gunpowder, but what can you do? Maybe we'll get another wandering trader. Okay, cool. Oh. Yeah, so there's the build. We'll be moving it, but a bit of a preview. I had to put it down somewhere to be able to get the items list, material checklist. So it's a little bit of an upgrade from our first builds. I'll put it down where I'm intending to put it. It'll be a better demonstration of what it looks like. So I was thinking over here, yeah? That's right? Yeah. And I think it'll fit right here, and it'll leave us lots of space for like the rail lines to come up to it. And we'll have some onloading, offloading, onloading type things going on. Oh, maybe it won't fit. Let's see. Move Y. There we go. Right, so rotate. Where's my sleeping bag? There it is. Alright, I managed to not look at the Enderman as I was getting in my sleeping bag. That's good. Alright, so, whoops. Let's move you this way. We got some room. I don't really like that though. Let's rotate it. There we go. What does that leave us with? Oh, that needs to go a little over that way. Move that way. This is just me caring about aesthetics. Okay, that. That's fine. We could probably add some fill or something to make that level. But yeah, so here's a factory shell. Cool or no? Let's see, material checklist. Is this the right one? Nope. That's the one for the other thing. Can we put that back in there? Only if we clear it. There we go. This should be the right one then. It's not too bad materials-wise. We need a bunch of dusk bricks, about 4 stacks of those, and a bunch of polished deep slate, which is also not too bad to get, and some other odds and ends. But I think we have all the stuff to do this build. The other thing we'll need is a source of power. Not too much to start with. We might do... can we do a steam engine? We could probably do one with just campfires, since we don't have blaze burners. We don't need a lot of power, I think, right now. At least for kind of an initial, a very basic thing. Well, I put in the gunpowder. We're committed now. Alright. Is that all the toolboxes? Am I missing? Didn't I have 6 toolboxes? Oh yeah, no worries. Oh yeah, there we go. That was one thing I was looking for. Chest. Where did the 6 toolbox go? Didn't I have 6? I feel like I had 6. I probably left it somewhere. So we got Schematicannoning. So I don't have my toolbox. Interesting. Well, that's... Oh, it's probably up there somewhere, because I took it out to get a bucket of lava at one point. Maybe it's still up there for that. Or an empty bucket. Okay, so... what do we need here? We're going to need some acacia. That's probably the thing that we don't have materials for right now. We need like 2.5 stacks of acacia stairs, because I decided I like the color of that for this build. And the rest of the stuff I think we have, or we have like the materials for. Except for, yeah, that's just like torches and iron or something, or torches and wool, I forget. The rose quartz lamps might be kind of annoying. They're not too bad. We have the nether quartz to make a few more, so that should be fine. Some levers. So let's get some acacia. How's my axe? It's all right. We got some savanna-ish areas out to the east. So let's just run over there really quick. The other thing... Oh yeah, so we figured out where we're going to put the thing. And now we're working on building the shell. Might actually be able to knock out everything on that page in the stream. Which is good, because there are more pages. Because we need to automate andesite casings pretty soon. We have a tree farm that's giving us wood, so should probably get that going. What else do we need for that? Andesite, which we have lots of now. And oh yeah, I think it was pretty early on in the stream where I was talking about one of the things I did is I converted our little very early iron generator that's been over at the spawn area. I learned something the other day that you can, if you have the cobblestone generator, but you have the block that's generated be above a quadruple andesite, compressed andesite, then it actually spawns compressed andesite in, and you can break that. So it basically 9x's your production of stone. It's just andesite. But the other thing I learned is that you can mill that andesite to get cobble. So you can, for a little bit more power cost, you can... I wish I had the mechanical saw on me. Anyway, you can get 9 times your stone, like cobblestone production, versus what you normally get, right? So at some point, like when we have mechanical crafters, basically, so that I can uncompress the compressed andesite, we'll convert the cobblestone gen at the stone quarry. We'll put quadruple compressed andesite underneath it, so it will 9x the output, which will be good because we're gonna need a lot of stuff. All right, so how much acacia do I need here? 156 stairs. What's the math on that? Obviously, 1 log gives 4, and then 4. 6 give 4. Oh, that's unfortunate. Is that the... Yeah, okay. There's not like a mechanical saw recipe. Huh. 4. Okay. So 156 divided by 4 times 6 divided by 4. Hold on. Calculator time. 156. But we get 4 stairs per thing, but it costs us 6 planks, and we get 4 planks per log, so we need about a stack of wood. Okay. Oh. That's not too bad. We'll have that here in a minute. assuming that rhinoceros doesn't attack us. How about a sleeping bag? Okay. About halfway there. Then we need to go back, and fortunately I have a lot of bricks already made. So, and I think we still have a lot of black dye. I don't know about the white dye though. I should probably, when I go back first thing, grab a bunch of stacks of the kelp blocks and throw them in the hopper on top of that composter to get some bone meal going for white dye. More trees. Just get one more for safety. All right. There we go. Yeah, I guess I could just hold on. Before I actually craft anything, let me double check. What exactly do we need here? So we need 4 acacia shelves. I wish I could click this. Do we need any other acacia things? No. Okay, so how do I make the acacia shelves? Shelves. Okay. How many of those do I need? 4? Okay. Let's make a bunch of planks. Okay. So I'll need like 6 wood to make those shelves. So let's see. 40? How many did I need? Of the stairs? 156. Just 156. Or, in other words, 2 stacks plus 28. Alright. 2 stacks plus 32. And some left over to make 6 shelves. Great. Done with the acacia portion. So I guess we haven't checked in on our little clay factory this stream. Well, we're walking right past it, so let's see what's going on here. We don't have like a display link or any way of seeing what's going on in the item vault. I'm gonna guess we're not backed up yet, though, given the pace of production. We are still producing clay, so there's that. but we're not backed up. So it's not full yet, which I think it is a little faster now. I did do some tweaking of this in terms of I have an item vault here to buffer in the stacks of 16. And then this crude storage unit will dump out a full stack on the belt. And then I have chutes that are feeding into these, which I feel like is doing a better job than what I had going on with the crude storage units, but I could just be wishful thinking. But yeah, and all this stuff is still working as before. I did briefly test using a couple of quadruple compressed andesite, and that does work. If you put it underneath where the cobblestone would spawn, it will spawn compressed andesite instead. This system doesn't support doing anything with that, so that was just kind of a test thing. But yeah, at some point we'll basically, once we go to the moon, we'll have brass so that we can make the mechanical crafters, and then we can take advantage of that mechanic. Also, there's this guy here we've been running past every time. I don't really know what's up with this mystical oak tree thing, but there he is. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of the mods in here. If you right-click him during the day, he seems to be upset by that. And if you right-click him when it's dark, you know you shouldn't try to cut them down. Okay. I get that impression. Just, it has a face. But yeah, so let's see. I guess I got dropped off the acacia stuff. Why was I running back? All right, so I was gonna get some kelp and put in the composter thing and get some more bone meal going. Generally not positive vibes. Chopping faces. Yeah. Right, so I was gonna grab some kelp blocks, a couple stacks. Got lots of that anyway. And was there anything else I wanted to grab while I'm over here? Unless you aspire to be a plastic surgeon, yeah, I guess that would be that context is important there. I guess I could look at the checklist. What else do I need? I have catwalks in one of the toolboxes now, so we should have some over there. Deep slate bricks. How many of those do I need? 160. 2 stacks and 40. We have one. But this is just some kind of... Does that accept cobbled deep slate? Or does that have to be cooked? Let's find out. It's that mason's workbench. Yeah, it has to be cooked. Good news. I think I have one that is... Alright, what are we making? 15. Alright, that's not quite enough. We can probably... Okay, well that's a start. Let's run over and get this stuff in, and we'll get the checklist updated. And I can also drop the kelp blocks into the composter setup. Should fill pretty quickly with those. It's not you know. It's not cake, but it's pretty good. Alright, we're going this way. Ooh. Okay. Alright, so those go in, and all the stairs go in, and the shelves. What else do we need here? We needed some catwalks. So I made a bunch of catwalks. I don't know if that's enough. How many was it? Oh, 34. Yeah, that's enough. Alright, let's update our material checklist. See where we're at. And also, let's take a nap. Alright. So, the third page is done. Awesome. So we need polished deep slate slabs is the next big thing, and then pearl bricks, and yeah, oak fence, metal ladders, levers, cage ladders, some more catwalk stuff. How do we make the cage ladders? Okay, I think we have some iron rods sitting over there. Metal ladders is more of that. So that and that. How many? Oh, just 5 and 7. So that's 1 to 1. And this is 1 makes 8. So we'll just make 16 of these and then convert half of those into the cage ladders. We'll get some levers, dusk bricks, oak fence. Yeah, we should be able to knock this out pretty quickly. So let's go do that. I should also figure out, I should put the train casing somewhere. I don't need to be carrying them around. Package is full, but we're still at 288. Only 14%. Although, I think with the setup, with the mechanical press, we don't even need any storage, because I think this will just, like, continuously compress to, like, double and then triple and quadruple. I haven't really tested that to, like, to see how far that actually goes, but so far that seems to work pretty well with our quadruple compressed andesite down there. Producing compressed andesite. Someday we might have enough andesite. Yeah, we're up to 6-tuple compressed andesite here. We could go further now, but it'll wait. What was he doing? Something about getting some rods. There's a lever. Putting the train casings away. There. Get rid of these saplings too. I don't think I need to carry around the copper sheets. I don't want to put them there. No? There. Do we have? No, we didn't have any levers. Okay, so let's see. Material checklist, cage ladders, and yeah, those things. Let's see what we can do here. So we wanted to make. Oh, I guess I've not made those before. And then convert half of those into those. Yeah, we have plenty of iron rods for that. Okay. Whoops. And okay, and then levers we could make. All the levers we want. All right. And got that, got that, got that. Oak fences. It's not like we're lacking in sticks or oak. Oak fence. Let's get some crafting done here. How many? That should be enough. And okay, and dusk bricks. All right, how many? 4 stacks plus 17. So, dusk bricks. 4 of those goes into one of those. So we need, what was it? 4 stacks plus 17. 473. 473. So we need back to the calculator. 473 times 4 actual individual bricks. That's 1,892. We actually have that many bricks. But we need 1/8 of that amount in black dye. So we need 236 black dye. And we have 128. Oh, here we go. And 64. 180. 192. 209. How many did I say? 236. So we don't have quite enough, but that's no problem at all. We'll just make some more charcoal. Once we have... There we go. We'll just grind some more charcoal. Or mill it. Try to mill it. Except we're backed up here. There we go. That goes in there. We're just... No, we don't have power for that. So... Things are getting a little out of hand. And, well, things have been out of hand in here, but... There we go. Alright. Great, we can get that going. And we'll get some bricks. Oh wait, we have bricks right here. Some bricks. Alright. So there's 60. And, okay. Fortunately, we have a lot more bricks. Unfortunately, I'm kind of running out of inventory space. Great. That's getting pretty close. Sort of. It's about halfway. A little over halfway. Problem is, the closer I get, the less inventory space I have. Alright. 3 stacks plus 12. Okay. Let's see if my math was way off on the amount of dye we need. So that's... Oh, I don't need that green. Where'd that come from? okay, we need more bricks for that. We're out of that. So we're very close, though. I think my math on the amount of dye we needed was wrong. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, how many? 4 stacks plus 17. So, yeah, I was very off on the amount of black dye we needed. Let me deliver the stuff, and we're most of the way there. Hello, bear. That is a weird thing I did with this track. Anyway, I'm not gonna get distracted. I want to get this done today. That stuff goes in there, and that, and that. And let's see what we're at. Alright, 2 pages of stuff are done. Just 1 page left. Polished deep slate slabs are kind of the easiest thing. Pearl bricks. Let's pass the night. Yeah, I'm still thinking about the new elevator mechanic for the new Create update. I think I would be very interested in doing more of a compact vertical base if elevators were easier to do. Not for this, obviously. I don't know. I mean, by the time that those kind of updates come to, if they ever do come to this pack or some future version of this pack or something like that, I don't know. It might have to be a different world. I don't know. What am I doing? I am making pearl bricks. How many? 71. So we need 60. So that should be enough. Do we have white dye in here? Or was I right in the fact that we need more bone meal to make white dye? I could use those bones. We'll see where we're at with bone meal. There's 1 white dye. I'll take that. What else do we need to make here? White lamps. I have been really liking. So how many of those? Okay, so we just need to make like 3 batches. So 9 wool. 3 sticks, and I have torches somewhere. There we go. There we go. And then working on the pearl bricks, ornate iron windows. Ornate. There we go. Okay, that's not too bad. So that's any kind of glass, and then iron nuggets. Makes 2. How many of those did I need? It's not a lot. 33. So I need like just like 15 glass. Well, there's 8. I think I have some frame glass on me. I have some iron nuggets and some iron to make more iron nuggets, and okay, that's 24. 26. 40. How many did I need? 33. Okay, well, we got enough then. almost there. White lamp's done. Rose quartz lamp. Because why have one kind of lamp when you can have two? So 6 of these, right? So we need 6 polished rose quartz. I think I had 4 in the chest somewhere. There we go. Just need that sandpaper and zinc. And what else was it? Redstone? There's 1 redstone. And 2 more nether quartz, and then more redstone. Alright. 2 of those. There we go. We're gonna get this build done today. Alright, and then I just need 6 zinc in total and 6 redstone. I have the redstone. I only have 4 zinc here, though. Fortunately, I have a block of zinc. Let's go. Yeah. And... okay, so got the white lamps, got the rose quartz lamps. Pearl bricks, we're waiting on the compost. This is done. So polished deep slate slab. This one, right? So this is cobble deep slate and a stone cutter. How many of those do we need? 3 stacks plus 10. So what was the total number? 202. So 101 cobble deep slate. So you can put these back. Finally use some more of this cobble deep slate. Okay. There you go. 128. That's more than 101. Cobbled. No. Polished. There it is. Alright, so that is everything except for the pearl bricks. We'll drop the stuff off and grab the produced bone meal on the way back for the white dye and make those pearl bricks, and that should be it for the build. It's nice where we're not at the stage where we're like working at a double chest and still not having enough room for all the stuff for the build. Which is, you know, then you have to like shift inventories and stuff. I wonder, can you use an item vault with a schematic cannon? That's something I've not tried. Let's see. Let's update this. All right, 71 pearl bricks. Let's see how the composter is doing. Didn't I have a fence gate here somewhere to get back in? Yeah. 17 from what, 3 or 4 stacks of kelp blocks. I think it'll be enough. It's just does not bode well for future bone meal production. Let's see, pearl bricks. Oh, it's light gray dye? Well, even better. Because I have a bunch of gray dye. So we can double up, right? So... now we have twice as much. Alright, so we get a stack. How many do we need? Stack plus 7. Right. Well, I have dye in my pocket? Do I have dye in a different chest? It's not impossible. All sorts of things in here. Maybe this one. Yeah, there you go. Some light gray dye and some gray dye. There we go. There we go. All right, more than enough. Alright, so I imagine in the next stream, we'll be actually building the mechanical stuff inside to make, what is it, acerine and veridium, to then make tin and copper. And then probably also, while we're at it, pump those into a mixer and make some bronze. Because we desperately need that. Because we're going to soon... run low on the things for all of this, all words, all the stuff we're doing. Okay, so we got gunpowder. I don't know if this will be enough. I guess we'll find out. This was positioned already, so we should just be able to, let's sleep first. There we go. All right, are we ready to see this build happen? Snack first. All right, let's do it. Find a vantage point here. Maybe I'll go back with the replay mod after this and pull something like mid-build for the thumbnail for the VOD. Is that a skeleton or is that the music? Oh, I don't know. Let's see how the schematic handles the placement of the catwalks. I'm pretty sure I had some like stair arrangement stuff in how I set up the catwalk, so we'll see if that survives the schematic canon, or I'll have to go back and fix it up. Ladder seems okay. So I do have a design for a more improved clay production facility that uses, so its inputs are lava and cobblestone and bone meal. Yeah, it's gonna look fancy. Well, so this shell of a building was originally the shell for this build I'm describing now, but we're not really set up to supply those things yet, and I don't know that we'll need that much clay for a little bit. So I was thinking that was kind of a nice looking build. So I made a copy with World Edit and then stripped out all the internals of like the machinery for the clay production. And then made this schematic because I thought this would be a good shell for like random small factory kind of build. So we'll probably have a couple buildings like this in the shortish term. I'm beginning to see that we're going to be probably doing this pack for quite a while. There's a lot to do, and especially the kind of the approach that I'm taking to it. It's going to take a while to progress further in the pack, but I don't think it'll be boring. I think it'll be a lot of fun builds and some problem solving. Yeah, the journey, exactly. Yeah. So how's that side looking? Okay, I think there's supposed to be stairs here, but maybe it'll come back to build those. I know it can make multiple passes, and if it like when you're normally placing catwalks, it just feels so silly. I paid $70 for Zelda, and I know for a fact that I'm gonna play this mod pack for longer. Yeah, I mean, to them in the Create team. Yeah, I know there's a, is it like Simi and Friends, Simi Cats and Friends, something like that, the Patreon. I'm a patron on that at a very low level. I don't know. I should probably look for the Create Astral one too. But yeah, it's a good point. That. Yeah, $3 monthly is basically the sweet spot for something like this. Yeah. I mean, if you can afford that, then yeah. I mean, I know not everyone is in a position to be able to like financially support creators of all kinds. Right, where I hope some of the trickles and private folks do. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of people putting in a lot of time in mods and doing it. I'm sure there's all sorts of creative motivations for doing that, but yeah. Alright, how does this look? Now that it's more solid. So as a preview for the, and I think I've said it before on stream too, that the little starter house, what I'm hoping to do is blueprint my hexagonal layouts for motor. Ooh, I do like hexes, like doing, there was, oh yeah, in mine colonies, which is a mod I really enjoy. There's a colony design that's like like a hexagonal, like beehive sort of pattern that I really enjoyed. Yeah, Mine Colonies is really good. We're out of gunpowder. Okay, that's a easy problem to solve. Let's toss in one for right now. Let's see how far that goes. Yeah. Where's that schematic? There it is. So as a preview of something that oh, it's right over there. Something that I have designed. Okay, I'll just position it. There we go. Something I've been working on is kind of a replacement little house to work out of, because I've been getting kind of tired of working out of that little tiny starter house at spawn. So I got this guy here. Yeah, right? And so we step inside. Right? It's not too bad. It's mostly like iron and stone and stuff we have. It's crimsite small bricks, though, for the roof. So we don't really have... I could probably go find some if I mined around, because that does exist in the world, but might have to wait until I actually automate crimsite for producing iron. But yeah, this is something I want to build at some point to kind of be my... Yeah, I don't think it's too bad, right? I've looked at it a couple times. Yeah, so again, more lava and flint, which we can get flint from washing gravel and all that. Yeah, and I did have a thing that was automating the washing of gravel back before I tore it down. But yeah, so it's not hard to do. And deep slate, which is more flint and gravel, which again is not a big deal. We would just, need more cobblestone. Yeah. I wish there was a way... I mean, I guess the thing to do is to, throw the schematic. And as long as you don't have the slot selected, you don't see the thing anymore. So that's fine. Are we out of... Oh, it's finished. Awesome. So here we go. Here's the build. It looks like the stairs didn't happen, because there should be stairs here and around. And then there. And there. So I'll fix that really quick and we'll have a look around. And then I've gone a little bit past the scheduled time, but I think it's been worthwhile to do. But we'll have to end the stream here shortly, so I can go to bed for work day tomorrow. That's not quite right. Not that there's anything wrong with the schematic. I think I just didn't do it right. There we go. But yeah, that was the bit that was missing there, and I think there was a bit missing. If I can remember how to do things. There we go, and there we go. And then probably missing that. So it doesn't seem to keep the stairs. Oh, no. This way? Oh, okay, there we go. Sure. That's odd. Okay. Oh, I think... let's see. Do I have... I don't have my toolbox. My tools toolbox with me that has the the wrench, but I think that's what's wrong here, is that this guardrail is not supposed to be there. So a couple of things that the Schematicannoning doesn't quite reproduce from the schematic for the catwalk stuff, but not too bad. That's some nice rain. Alright. Time to pack it up. Well, I think that's going to be it. I mean, I know that's going to be it for today. So thanks for hanging out and chatting and viewing and all that. And we'll be picking this up on Wednesday with some more Create Astral. And then more X4 on Friday. And then next Monday, I don't know exactly how much longer the stream will be. It will definitely be starting earlier in the day. I don't think it'll go much later, though. But maybe a little bit. But no, I enjoy being able to share this, and it gives a little structure to my play. And yeah, no, I really have been enjoying doing the streaming thing. So thanks for hanging out, and I'm gonna log out of the game before lightning strikes me. And yeah, we're gonna end the stream here. Till next time. Bye bye.